Hi guys, and welcome back to Tommy's Starcraft. This is your host Tommy with another Starcraft 2 replay for you guys. As once again we have a great engagement here from the South Korean scene. We have spawning here in the upper right, in the light pink I believe it is ZEST from the clan DPG here, opening up here with a pylon. And let me just also introduce his opponent here in the lower left, in the teal. It is BYUN, also a veteran here from Starcraft, who has also recently returned from the South Korean army just to join once again the pro scene here. And the difference here is that ZEST has to actually go to the army in South Korea. So what an interesting coincidence here in between these two pro players. So ZEST opening up here with a pylon gateway. Next should be here his gas. Notice that BYUN has sent out very early scout here, but already taking here damage from this probe here. So the same can be said here for ZEST. He really wishes perhaps to block here an early expansion by BYUN with a supply depot barracks. Pretty standard stuff. Interesting enough, he did not decide here to block the entrance. Perhaps he wishes just for his units to move out a little bit quicker here, as he's chasing now here this probe away. Probe already taking quite some damage. Let's just check if the both players are going for an expansion. ZEST, of course, is trying to block here the expansion as most as he can. Don't see a expansion yet here for him, but there is a probe already moving out, and it looks like from the mineral count here ZEST is going to indeed expand here. So faster expansion here for ZEST against his opponent, and ZEST really doing a nice job here, being annoying, roaming around here with his probe. As the first marine is out, and the marine should of course finally push here this probe back. So fast expansion into fast expansion for both players. One gas for each. Hold on, there's the second gas here for ZEST, and we have the cybernetics core, so we might see some stalkers, of course. Stalkers really great against the marine, and also nice for some abusement here. Some adepts would also be cool here for ZEST against the Terran, and the Terran, like many, they really rely onto their medivacs early on with their marines, with their marauders. Later on some siege tanks could be a possibility here, but it looks like BYUN going into heavy marine build here. So yeah, let's just see what exactly is going to happen. Of course, in the upper left part you guys can see the production tab here. We see a very normal game, so no early aggression here by both players. They really played really safe here. Let's just check this building really quick. Twilight Council it is, as Wargate is also being researched here by the Protoss. Another gateway, so pretty standard stuff here by ZEST. And the expansion here for BYUN is about to finish, as is moving out here with a small task force here, perhaps to cause some panic here into this expansion point. But he really should rely onto a medivac really soon. Let's just see, is he deciding to go for some starports here? No, interesting enough, he goes into more heavy barrack builds here. So mass marines it will be. There is that steam upgrade. Mass marines and marauders early on with steam, really strong. But like I told you, medivacs are pretty much a must here for any Terran. There's that bunker nicely being placed here defensively, and slowly but steadily we're closing at the 5-minute mark. Still none of the two players decide here to move out here. There's an adept, nice stalker patrolling here in case, like I told you, there is a medivac coming in. Just also placing here this pylon really nicely here, just to spot an early move out here by a medivac towards his main. Blink is being researched, of course. Blink, I must. This could also be researched here, the glaives for those adepts. And yeah, looks like a robotics facility also being placed. So we might see some immortals, we might see some colossuses here for the Protoss, as BYUN just launched here some mules. More and more SCVs are being produced. So yeah, pretty standard stuff. Nice upgrades here for his infantry. And let's just see, there's that first factory. So it looks like BYUN still producing massive amounts here of marines. Still has to wait here for his factory to finish just to go into a starport. So a very nice defensive gameplay. And remember, Blink is being finished, so the first group here of stalkers, 6 stalkers, are moving out here against BYUN. And yeah, this could be a nice point here to blink forward, perhaps to snipe here this tech lab. But BYUN already waiting here for ZEST to make the first move. And there's that first marine getting sniped here, as his gun is floating here out on 2000 atmosphere, I believe is the map here, of course. So yeah, nice micro here by ZEST with his stalkers. No stalker has been lost yet, and BYUN nicely defending here against his opponent. There's the factory, and there's that finally that's first starport here. So starport it is here for BYUN, like I told you, into Medivacs. Finally a small snipe here into one SCV here. So ZEST really trying as much as he can here to hurt the Terran as much as possible here, but sniping one worker, sniping perhaps one marine or a marauder. But yeah, holds here his position just to see in case BYUN wishes here to move out, and at the same time securing here his 12 o'clock with a immortal here. So really nice stuff. We also see the first Colossuses here for ZEST. Colossi of course really strong against this mass marines here. And yeah, of course, if the Colossus will be spotted here by BYUN, he will very likely go into Vikings. Vikings of course will be strong against those Colossi, but also later on against some carriers, for example, really a must. And let's not forget that you can also land those Vikings, so you could even harass here this mineral line. Let's just check what exactly ZEST is going here for his upgrades, for his Colossi. More gateways are being added. And yeah, in comes BYUN with his marines, with his team, chasing here the stalkers away as the first medivacs are being pumped out with this reactor. So double medivac here, it is going to be some mines are also being produced, and I'm pretty sure that BYUN is going to launch his first attacks here towards the base from ZEST. Indeed, he's picking up some marines, some two marauders here as well, as he's now heading straight towards this point. It's nicely being defended here by ZEST with a Colossus with an immortal. And let's just have a nice look at this medivacs, but the probe is nicely spotting here these attacks. A very smart move here by ZEST, leaving here this probe into this location just to have a vision here against BYUN. So BYUN also trying here with a second task force to make something happen. Perhaps he's seeing that ZEST has already taken here this expansion, but he's getting intercepted by some stalkers here. Nice micro here, one marine is getting sniped. His task force once again is being picked up, and let's just see if BYUN is going to commit here into this location. It's not really closely being defended here by ZEST, so he might snipe a worker or two. In the meantime, his other forces are retreating here, and we need to be very careful here with these medivacs just to see exactly where they will be landing, or if they are going to be landing here. Some shield batteries are here, as both players are producing more and more units. Nice Colossuses here for ZEST 3 already, and let's just see what or when BYUN is going to decide here to drop, as another strong force is moving out here for him, but he really needs a counter against all of those Colossus here, as even one weapons upgrade has been done here for ZEST, as some zealots of course also much needed here for the Protoss, just to soak up the first damage attacks here from the marines and from the marauders, just to give some chances here for the Colossus to deal that massive amount of splash damage here, as BYUN decides here to retreat. So full retreat here by him, as we're closing at a 10-minute mark. Still no major engagement here. BYUN has also taken here this expansion, so 3 bases versus 3 bases it is here for these two pro players. No one deciding to be very much cocky here and move out here with a stronger push here. This could be an attack point here by the Terran with that steam. It could be nicely sniping perhaps some pylons in here, as BYUN is still roaming around here. He's nicely placed those marines, those mines here. Nice placed pylons here by ZEST, and I believe also some observers should be roaming around the map. There is one observer here, also one here into this location. So nice job here by ZEST, having good control here of the map, good vision of the map, and even another observer here. So BYUN might snipe here this one, yes, with a nice scan, anticipating of course the locations here of the observers. But yeah, still no strong harassment here by the Terran with those medivacs. Still a waiting game, pretty much a waiting game here by both players. And yeah, let's have a look when exactly the attack is going to come, who is going to commit first. There are some nice disruptors now here for ZEST. Of course, disruptors also really strong against those marines. So yeah, BYUN really needs an answer against all of those Colossus and disruptors. And yeah, even some sentries are being added here. So let's just see. BYUN ZEST is playing really defensively here, adds more and more disruptors here, and we might see, no, we still don't see an engagement here. BYUN playing it very carefully, and ZEST also playing very defensively here, so we are still waiting here for a strong engagement as one illusion here is moving out. And yeah, let's just check the main here from BYUN. Ghosts are now being produced here for him, so Ghosts with that EMP really strong. And there are those Vikings here, so I guess BYUN is just waiting here for those Vikings to pop out really quickly here for him, just to have an answer against all of those units here from ZEST. And now ZEST is also moving on. Perhaps he wishes to secure here this expansion point. Taking here this expansion, BYUN is regrouping in the middle of the map here. And yeah, destroying those stones. Also having a quite nice army here of Vikings. 6 Vikings it is, so great counter for him against those Colossi. And even like I told you, he could even land those units here. And yeah, ZEST is just moving around, killing a unit or two here. Nice spread here by BYUN, of course not wishing to take the full amount of damage here out of those Colossus, and at the same time he's expanding here into this location. So we have passed the 10-minute mark. Still, like I told you, no major engagement here. Most players are playing very safe, and these ghosts will be of course much important here for BYUN against ZEST with those EMPs. He's steaming up, he's moving forward, nice EMP, and he's sniping those disruptors. 4 disruptors have been sniped. Really nice job here by BYUN. As our carriers have been added here as well. And now BYUN of course taking some damage here, but he did snipe those disruptors. Almost cancelled here this expansion. Both players are almost maxed out here. And perhaps ZEST is going to transition straight into some carriers now, even though BYUN has those Vikings in the air. Vikings, of course, great counter, 1 weapons upgrade has been done. And let's not forget those ghosts here with those EMPs. Really strong unit here for the Terran to have against the Protosses. Let's also not forget that you can also cast a nuclear launch. So here we go, once again EMP, great EMP, and nice kiting back and forth here by BYUN. Steaming up, then retreating. Of course he has to retreat just to evade those attacks from those Colossi here. And yeah, those players still suffering some losses, but in the end the economy should be okay here for both just to come back. And yeah, once again BYUN on the retreat, he's healing up, but I don't see any medivacs yet here for him. So he perhaps should produce some of them. So here they are, of course, 4 medivacs are being produced as a small task force might attack here into the expansion point from ZEST, or is he steaming up? It looks like he's moving forward. Many cannons are here waiting for BYUN. Going to snipe perhaps 1 or 2. 1 shield battery has fallen here as well, but in the end he has to of course retreat now as ZEST is once again moving forward to defend here. At the same time some zealots are waiting here for BYUN. BYUN also on the retreat here a little bit, and now healing up here into this location. Perhaps wishing to attack on 2 fronts here as those medivacs would allow it. Let's just check once again those ghosts. Nice upgrades here, 2-2 upgrades here for those ghosts. And we slowly but steadily are closing that 15 million mark here. So ZEST pretty strong with his many carriers here. Not that many Colossi. I only see 1 or 2 Colossi here, and some Starcrafts with some zealots in here. So ZEST wishing to take here this expansion. He knows that he has to attack as he's now moving forward against his opponent. No, actually he's retreating here, regrouping once again. Oh, hold on, I'm missing here an attack here by BYUN, so sorry about this one. Nice drop here by BYUN, perfect on time here, even caught me by surprise, as it is really hard to detect those medivacs here. And yeah, nice drop here by him, but hold on, those medivacs might be trapped here by those carriers. So BYUN in some really danger here, as once again he is moving forward. And now if he finally gets spotted, but remember he might lose all of those units as he's now heading here towards the production buildings here from ZEST. And some workers will be sniped here as well, so ZEST taking already some damage, but like I told you, those carriers will head straight towards those medivacs now, but still so fast these medivacs will avoid the carriers here. And once again they're dropping here, causing some chaos here against Protoss. So really nice job here by BYUN. In the end this should of course be cleared by ZEST. Some workers have fallen here, so BYUN doing a nice job here, forcing even ZEST to leave behind, stay behind here. And yeah, let's just check those workers really quick. Let's look at that BYUN at 73 versus the 46, so ZEST really needs to make something happen now as he's pushing forward here with his units, with his carriers. He's perhaps heading straight towards his expansion point, but no, it's just one lone stalker here. And yeah, this should be held off. In comes ZEST, however, with his greater army now, with his guardian shield, he's moving here forward. Nice EMPs though, once again, and those Vikings are nicely kiting once again back and forward, just sniping one carrier after the other, and even one Colossi after the other. Not that many interceptors here being left for ZEST. Reinforcements are coming here through. BYUN is nicely microing out of those disruptor shots, and in the end both players are losing quite some units here, and even some workers have been killed here once again by both players. So really nice job. In the end ZEST is able to take here this expansion. It's a nice job here by him as he's going to retreat, so pretty good job here by him. We have a lone ghost here shooting at this nexus. Even this one lone ghost, yes indeed, he has killed so many probes here. There is an observer, so in the end this should be cleared here by ZEST. So yeah, nice EMP from this ghost as he's going to get killed now here. Oh, really great harassment here from BYUN with this one ghost here, as ZEST is once again retreating here, and this expansion is quite exposed here, so he needs to be careful. Gets scanned now here by BYUN. And remember, ZEST not having that many workers here as BYUN, but in the end BYUN did also lose quite some workers, so those players at around the same mark here. And yeah, once again BYUN decides to take this expansion point. Scans are going out as we are steadily closing it at a 20-minute mark here. So a really interesting game here. So many units here, many different units here for both players. And let's just see how things will unfold. Those disruptors will of course be vital here for ZEST, but they really need to land those shots against all of that bio here from BYUN. And we even have some liberators now. Of course, liberators really good when they siege up, so BYUN deciding to go into liberators. No siege tanks as he's now moving forward here towards this expansion point. Goes with marines, with marauders, Vikings and liberators. So here they are. We also have a nuclear launch now being done here by BYUN. At the same time he's attacking here. So yeah, ZEST needs to be careful. There's this one ghost nicely being microed back. So pretty good reaction here for the Protoss player as he's avoiding here the attack with nice EMPs against those stalkers. And again ZEST might get a good flank here against all of those retreating units. Once again a great EMP, nice disruptor shots here by ZEST, being very beautiful here. It's going to snipe once again some units here. Liberators are sieging up, Vikings are kiting back and forth as they will be sniping one carrier or two, and even a Lhasa here. Reinforcements are coming in, and yeah, we also see some workers being killed here for ZEST, I believe, into this location here, but the real damage is of course happening here into this location, as once again the Vikings are taking good shots here against those carriers, but in the end Focus are now bringing forward just to take rid of those units. So much damage being taken left and right here, but the reinforcements are now coming in here for BYUN just on time. They will be able to snipe once again a carrier or two here, so really nice job also taking damage. But in the end I don't know if ZEST has enough to hold against all of those Vikings here. He's sadly going to lose so much here, and look at the supply count, it's fallen really deep, and of course this will be the GG here for ZEST. So yeah, really great timing here for those reinforcements to come in for BYUN. So a nice strategic game we had here in between BYUN and ZEST, both players waiting it out really late, just preparing their economy here. And in the end I believe those ghosts were the perfect counter towards the Protoss ghosts with EMP, of course really deadly, and also those Vikings, the Viking gameplay here by BYUN, really nice. So yeah guys, once again I hope you enjoyed this replay. We'll be seeing of course in the next replays. This is Tommy signing out.